Hello, everyone. My name is Daniela Cantera, and welcome to another episode of Income Investors. With me today is John Whitefoot with another exciting income pick. If you would like to read any more about what John writes on a regular basis, you could head to incomeinvestors.com or you can click the link to our website in the description below. The opening weeks of June was a great example of how geopolitical events can unexpectedly impact the price of crude oil. In early June, Israel attacked Iranian nuclear and military sites, with Iran retaliating with its own missile strikes. The U.S. entered the foyer on June 21 when it bombed 3 Iranian nuclear sites. Brent crude prices jumped from $65 per barrel in early June to more than $81 per barrel on June 23rd. Over the same time frame, West Texas intermediate prices climbed from around $63 per barrel to $78 per barrel. Since then, a tenuous ceasefire has seen Brent crude fall to around $66.53 per barrel, with West Texas intermediate crude slipping to around $64 per barrel. Should the ceasefire not hold, we can expect crude prices to surge again. While geopolitical uncertainties remain in the Middle East, here in the U.S., our domestic oil and gas exploration and production, or E&P, industry remains reliable and stable as ever. And that's good news for E&P companies like Evolution Petroleum Corporation, traded on New York Stock Exchange under symbol EPM. John?
Yeah, thanks, Daniela. With a market cap of $163.6 million, Evolution Petroleum is on the smaller side, but it's working at getting a lot larger. The Houston, Texas-based company is engaged in the development, production, ownership of onshore oil and natural gas properties in the U.S. It's actually been growing its assets through a number of strategic acquisitions over the last number of years, 8 at last count. Most recently, this past April, closed on the 11,200 net acre Tex-Mex acquisition of properties in, as you can probably guess, Texas, New Mexico, and Louisiana. Now, thanks to these accretive acquisitions, the company's daily barrels have increased approximately 3 times since 2019. And because of the long life, low decline in assets, it has more than 15 years of reserve life.
And I was reading that third quarter revenues climbed 11% and adjusted EBITDA was up 30%.
Yeah, now for the first quarter of fiscal 2025, ended March 31st, 2025, Evolution Petroleum announced that revenue increased 11%. Sequential basis to $22.56 million. This increase was largely fueled by the strength of natural gas revenue, which increased 34% during the quarter. And on the production side, the average barrel of oil equivalent per day slipped 4% to 6,667. The company's third quarter net loss increased slightly to $2.1 million from $1.8 million in the second quarter of fiscal 2025. Adjusted net income came in at $806,000 versus a second quarter adjusted net loss of $841,000. And as you noted, adjusted EBITDA rallied 30% to $7.42 million.
And if you like what you see so far, check out incomeinvestors.com. While you're there, you can also sign up for a free special report titled 3 Income Stocks to Own Today. One of those stocks currently has a dividend yield of 12.7%. You can also find the link to our website in the description below. And now back to the video. And it announced its 47th consecutive quarterly dividend.
Returning capital to shareholders is an important pillar of Evolution's business plan, where many oil and gas companies suspended their quarterly dividends during the 2020 health crisis. For Evolution Petroleum, it was business as usual. In fact, Evolution Petroleum has not missed a quarterly dividend payout since it began paying one in December of 2013. Over the 10-plus year period, the company has returned $126.6 million in dividends to shareholders. Most recently, in May, it said it was maintaining its quarterly dividend at 12 cents per share for the 12th consecutive quarter. This also represents the 47th consecutive quarterly cash distribution. This works out to an annual dividend payout of 48 cents for a forward annual dividend yield of 10.06%. Now, at the time, management said that maintaining its dividend is a top priority and that its resilient portfolio and strong financial position will enable it to continue with its dividend program well into the future.
EPM stock has big double-digit upside potential.
EPM stock was trading at a 52-week low until it announced solid third quarter results in May. Now, EPM stock climbed significantly higher over the first few weeks of June due to the conflict in the Middle East between Israel and Iran. With a truce on the table, EPM stock has given up some ground, but it's still trading up as of this recording, 12% over the last month. the other hand, EPM stock is still down 5.5% year to date and 3% on an annual basis. EPM stock might be in the red in 2025. Wall Street believes EPM stock will climb to multi-year highs over the coming quarters, with analysts providing a 12-month share price target range of $6.15 to $8.25 per share.
Thanks, John, for your insights. Evolution Petroleum is an E&P company with a growing portfolio of properties in some of the most prolific onshore fields in the U.S. It has a strong balance sheet, an active acquisition strategy, and is home to one of the lower-risk investment vehicles in the energy industry. It's also home to a reliable ultra-high-yield dividend. Management has said that maintaining its dividend is a top priority. That's it for today, and make sure to go to incomeinvestors.com to get our free special report titled 3 Income Stocks to Own Today. One of those stocks currently has a dividend yield of 12.7%, or you can find the link to our website in the description below. We'll be back with more income picks soon, so stay tuned. In the meantime, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Goodbye for now.